What's up guys, this is Frenzy, welcome back to Viewer Castles. Today we're going to start off with Sgan, castle level 23. Alright, a little silence. Pretty good silence placement. I can't really engage this before the silence goes off, so there's not really anything I can do. I can stand to the edge of it and it'll go away eventually, but even with that, you have it blocked off pretty nicely. Alright. The only problem is I don't think the Cyclops, if you run in here, aggro the group, and then run back, I don't think the Cyclops is going to hit, but I don't really think there's anything you can do to change that. It'll take them extra time regardless to pull back, so that's good for you. But it's definitely good placement on your silence traps, I would say. Mainly I have to fight inside of this room, evading the fire and the charges, and also not going up here to aggro another group. So that's pretty difficult for me to do. I think I need an angle over here, and then I can wait for the bad dog to run towards me a little bit, and then kill it. Kill this off, headshot. I think maybe you could put your Defendertron like one hex over to the right or bottom side here, so that I can't get that angle as easy, and the bad dog will still be protecting you on the south side from that angle as well. Might be able to make it so that I can't engage the Hungerbot or the Defendertron. I don't know if I said Hungerbot the first time, but I meant Defendertron. All right. I definitely did not notice that I aggroed this group, so that's pretty good for you. I could see myself like walking directly into these archers if my camera was turned the wrong way or something. The bad dog's a little weird only because I don't think anyone's going to kill the bad dog without killing most of the archers themselves. But you only had 3 points, so I kind of understand. The problem, and this is the main problem when you're using Hungerbots with Jimbos, Jimbos attack so slow that generally, even if you get pulled, you won't actually get hit. Except I did get hit right there. You know, I prefer to just leave them alive for as long as possible with Defendertrons and stuff. Or add support, like Bad Dog, to make him hit faster. So that usually will get you hits more often than a Hungerbot, is if he's enraged, because people don't understand the timing. Like, people mess up on the timings of enraged monsters because they're so used to the normal monsters. And then you randomly get a hit, and if it's a level 26 Jimbo, then the person's pretty much dead a lot of the time. But that being said, I mean, I don't mind the Hungerbot. I think it's better in like boss rooms when a Jimbo's already enraged. It actually makes it a lot more difficult to evade him when you get pulled by a Hungerbot because his attack's so much quicker. Alright, again with that, I mean, it's just hard to use Cyclopses these days because you can see them from so far away. They don't really charge far enough, I guess, or quick enough, I don't know. That was really close. Almost. Alright, I'm good. That was a good group. Pretty standard. This one's even better. I mean, maybe not better, but it's difficult for me to engage this. I already enraged the Zeke. I can't get any angles on the Defendertron without, like, putting myself in harm's way. So it's difficult to not take damage from this. I did a pretty good job, though, of dodging the Zeke shots. This is an interesting group. I'm pretty sure that this could be skipped. It seemed like you just kind of had it up on the top side here, and I'm thinking that the only way that someone would actually engage that is if they tried to avoid this. It's kind of playing off of people's general tendencies, more so than like making it so your groups aren't skippable. I'm guessing like more times than not people engage that group, but it's just a little scary that one of your groups could be skipped in your castle. Not the biggest deal in the world, as long as there's only one of them, but it does, you know, subtract some time off of your timer, you know, if someone doesn't engage it. Like if I ran this castle again, I would choose not to engage that group because I already know that it's a thing that I can actually skip it. And since when you're trying to time people out more so than kill them, which I mean you do seem to be trying to kill people, but you know, if you're timing people out, people will play it over and over and over again in order to get it right, and they'll learn things like that. Same with killing though. If someone can engage, someone can do your castle and not engage a specific group. After they die once, they'll, you know, not engage that group and then possibly have an extra potion or something. So just consider that. I mean, it may not have been skippable, but it did seem like it was. Alright. Pretty good castle. I did get timed out, so you know, maybe I could have made it through. Probably I could have made it through on a couple tries, and, you know, obviously if I was concentrating on trying to make it through, I might have been able to. But a pretty good castle overall. I think it was like one level under me as well, so that's pretty good. We'll jump into number 2 in just a second. Alright, next up is Bigox, castle level 21. I might actually have to use a potion here. This was a pretty good room though. For people who are just playing it like as fast as they possibly can, they will take quite a bit of damage in this room. I could have avoided getting hit by this, but it gives you that chance where, like, I'm coming into this room, once I aggro them, I either have to run back over these spike traps, I have to run up this way, and then either one of these locations, this Scorpio, will either bash me into this fire and into the 2 snotters that are spotting for the Pete Poundmore, or they'll bash me back onto the spike trap, and I'll take a couple extra hits from that. So pretty good room. Alright, we have a couple Cyclopses and a Zeke. I think that functions pretty well together. It's kind of weak to my volley specifically because I can one-shot volley Cyclopses. I don't think everybody can do that. Zeke crit me. So yeah, it's a pretty good group. I think I just pulled 3 groups. We have a couple Cyclopses, Pete Poundmore, and quite a few Bone Puppeteers, 4 of them actually. Which might be a little overboard when you're looking at the overall entire pull. Like, it seems like you don't quite have enough damage in all of this. If I pull all 3 of these groups, I look at this and I think it's very easily killed with a volley. Like, if a well-placed volley would kill almost everything but the Pete Poundmore, might leave the 2 Cyclopses alive, but all you really have for big, sustained, you know, meaty damage is 2 Cyclopses and a Pete Poundmore. So for 3 groups, I think that's a little low. Maybe you had something that I killed beforehand. I see 2 corpses from Puppeteers up here as well, so that looks like it's a total of 6. That's a little bit high in my opinion. For people who have really good burst damage, they'll be able to burst stuff down even if you have a ton of pulse, or a ton of a ton of heals. Excuse me. But I mean, I can see them probably having to, you know, run around and trying to kill off a couple puppeteers before they're able to kill off the Pete Poundmore. So I mean, that's good, I suppose. I don't know. I've recently switched out from using just like Cyclops with the over-the-head smash until I get up to like rank 7, when they have all of the extra bonuses and they do kind of crazy amounts of damage. Because as of right now, I feel like they're just a little bit too easily killed. They can be avoided. It's not the easiest thing to avoid, like not as easy as a Jimbo swing or anything, but it is possible. They're still pretty good units. Like, I'm not going to say that it's terrible to use them. You definitely have to respect the fact that it's there, unlike some units, so. This one's a little bit more weird to me because you have this Hungerbot here and you have a Cyclops, and what I'm seeing the possibility of happening here is a Cyclops is lining up for a swing, and then I get hit by this pin strike that launches me backwards, and it kind of auto dodges for me. That's the only thing I'm a little worried about here, considering that's like really only like point of damage. Maybe you're going for a timer type castle, but I don't think you really have enough like high hit point units earlier on in your castles to really go for that. I mean, it's possible that it'll be a close timer regardless for people around your level. But I don't think Cyclopses are the best tanky units in the world. Better than, you know, archers and all of that sort of thing. Smelly warriors, stuff like that. I don't know, it's not a bad castle. I'm a little over-leveled, so obviously I made it through a little bit easier than most people will. Hopefully I gave you a couple things to think about. You know, that one big room where I pulled 3 mob groups, I would want another elite there. Possibly a Mega Mutton or like a Scorpio or anything like that, instead of some of your heals, or maybe even like one of your Cyclopses or something. You could hopefully drop one of those out and see if you can get another elite in there. So we will jump into number 3 in just a second. Alright, for number 3 we have captain-copycat. Castle level is 26, so I might have a little bit of trouble getting through this. But unless I get hit by a Jimbo swing, I should be okay at living through. We'll see. Okay, that was annoying. There we go. Alright, so far it looks like, you know, something that you're trying to, not really trying to make people use potions, more so about timing people out. Although, I mean, the Mega Mutton can go either way. It's just a solidly good unit, in my opinion. Because it has enough tankiness, and you have to avoid it enough that it kind of takes a little bit of time, but it also has the chance of doing really high damage and forcing potions. Especially when you have to fight around a trap, it's a lot more difficult. And like I said, I had to use a potion already. Alright. I feel like that guy's gonna put up a shield anytime, like any second. Alright, well maybe he's not on. Yeah, there it is. Alright, so I'll just kind of kite this guy through the castle as he's putting up a shield. And he'll die. Alright. That's a pretty good group as well. I mean, Mega Muttons in general just make good groups. good. I'm guessing you had it pulled over through here or something so that it wasn't skippable. I didn't really notice because I didn't know which way your castle went. Okay, got stuck on the wall. I think that's a fake. Is that a fake as well, it looks like? That one's gonna be real? Yeah. Alright, so it definitely looks like you're going for more of the timing out castle with like the chance to kill if they land in the fire the wrong way. Although then you have a Zeke, so it's kind of weird. Maybe you're just doing a little bit of both. I think the Zeke set up reasonably well, although it did seem like I was able to hit the Defendatron a little bit easy. I'm not sure if you had the Zeke in front of the Defendatron or not. I didn't really pay attention. But if you didn't, that's definitely something that you can do to make it so I can't headshot him as easily. Although then again, never mind, you have the Defendatrons on shield instead of bodyguard. So I mean, I think shield is good, unless you're using those specific things like Jimbos and Zeeks that you need bodyguard on. Or else, I mean, what's the real point in having a Defendatron? He won't put up his shield until he's close enough to the hero to actually do it, so there's good chances that you can kill off a Zeke or a Jimbo with like volleys or headshots before he gets to them. Alright. I don't know, that last group, it's pretty easy to kill with volley, but it's a little bit better against knights. If they try to approach that and then they get, you know, slammed down with a Cyclops hit or something and then get hit by Stairmasters, it's definitely possible that they could take a lot of damage from that. Oh my god. I just got hit by every single one of those. I'm wondering if you leveled them up or something so I can't just walk through the fire bombs, because usually I can just walk through those and take no damage. But it seems like the circles are a little bit bigger. Okay. I actually didn't see this guy, so that's really good. It's kind of forcing you into this room, and I have to kill him or back up into this other mob group. I think one of these has to be skippable. I don't think you can fit two in without being skippable, so I'm going to try to engage the Zeke group instead. Because I feel like that's a little bit easier to kill. I did end up getting timed out though. I think people around my level and probably up to around like 27 will have a little bit of trouble getting through your castle on time, but 28 plus will probably be able to make it through. Because the time, I don't think I was like super far off on time, and I've been talking a lot, so I think I could have gotten pretty close. I don't know why I aggroed both of these Mega Muttons, but I really need to kill one off. Alright, now I need to see where the other one's coming from. The shields aren't really a problem, I can take care of that after. That's, I guess, one good thing about having the two groups inside of the boss room. Oh, I ended up dying. Alright. the good thing about that is, like, with the 2 Mega Muttons here, it's very easy for me to roll the wrong way and roll into the other group that I didn't engage. So that's really the only good thing about it. I would still prefer just having one of those groups centered so that you can't skip them, and then putting the other one somewhere else in your castle. Alright, but pretty good castle. I like a lot of different parts of it. So I think that's number 3. We'll end the video here. If you guys enjoy what I do, please subscribe. If you want to be a part of Viewer Castles, you can email me at frenzycastleruns@hotmail.com. You can comment on a video or comment on my castle. Give me your in-game name and I will get to your castle whenever I have time. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you next time.